also in its second phase. And efforts are being exerted to ensure that we build a better Zamboanga for a brighter future of our children. As we all know, the national government, through President Aquino, has announced an allocation of around 3.9 billion to help our city get back on its feet following over a 20-day conflict that devastated the city and the people. The DSWD, through Secretary Dinky Soliman in cooperation with the DPWH under Secretary Dingson, will spearhead the rehabilitation efforts that include construction of bath houses, livelihood projects, and other interventions to help. Last Thursday, October 3, various international and national donor organizations pledged support for the city. Organized by Secretary Voltaire Gazmin and Secretary Dinky Soliman, the forum yielded positive results that will help boost the implementation of our crisis plan. Some 4.616 million pesos in checks were turned over to our trust fund and will be used for the various programs that will be implemented. Part of the funds was given by Speaker Belmonte, the members of the House of Representatives, the staff of Speaker Belmonte, Senator Pimentel, the local government unit of Muntinlupa, and today, Councilor Noni Bill also gave checks courtesy of our sister city in Baguio and some private individuals. The United Nations Development Fund, UNDP as well, committed to provide $3 million for technical assistance, not in cash. So no money goes to the city government of Zamboanga. The money goes directly to its technical assistance and projects that will be coursed to different UN-based organizations for the various interventions that they are doing as a result of the Zamboanga crisis. The International Organization of Migration is tasked to put up bank houses that will serve as temporary shelters for evacuees at the Joaquin Enriquez Memorial Sports Complex in Baliwasan. Just a while ago, we met with the international humanitarian team, and the work for rebuilding, rehabilitation of the city has already begun. Last Saturday, together with Secretary Dinky Soliman, Congresswoman Lina Nuno, Councilor Abdurrahman Nuno, as well as other members of the Sanggunian, the Habitat for Humanity and other local and national officials broke ground for the first resettlement site for the evacuees at Talugsangay National High School, beside it. The 1.4-hectare site that will accommodate 220 families for temporary shelter in 22 bank houses to be established by the DSWD and the Habitat for Humanity. Yesterday, we also broke ground a school building project in Talon-Talon that will be funded by the App on the App Foundation in cooperation with the DepEd and Habitat for Humanity and other private groups. International entertainer App on the App is also supporting our rehabilitation efforts. The CMC met last Saturday and various issues include the relocation of the evacuees in various centers such as the grandstand to safer grounds due to flooding, and the reopening of classes in higher educational institutions, and the reopening of the public market was discussed. We also tackled about the need to include our grandstand in the rehabilitation after all evacuees shall have been relocated or transferred. Residents of Barangay Arena Blanco, Mampang, Talon-Talon, following clearance from the CNC, may now return to their areas but with some policy guidelines set by the police and the military and the CNC. The COMELEC is set to meet and back tomorrow, October 8, discuss, among others, the CMC recommendation to postpone barangay elections in Zamboanga from October this year to a later month, perhaps January 2014. At the same time, it will discuss about a recommendation to exempt Zamboanga from the imposition of the COMELEC ban. For the Professional Regulation Commission, we already got an order from Attorney Senando Esteban, the PRC head in the region, that in the absence of a community tax or cedula certificate, all students who are filing their board examination applications shall only need to present valid IDs with photos and signatures. This is, in effect, of our mission memo issued to all barangays to temporarily suspend the issuance of CTCs. DTI also issued an order for price freeze on all basic and prime commodities in view of the existing state of calamity. Alongside this, the Department of Health will likewise issue a listing of products in relation to the price freeze order. Slowly, Zamboanga City is getting back to normalcy, but the continued rains that hit the city of Zamboanga since Friday has continued to affect low-lying areas, causing other evacuation centers at least 10 barangays. Our city administrator, Antonio Arandain Jr. and Ma'am Evelyn Las Marias, the OIC of the City Social Welfare Office, are here to discuss about actions taken by the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, together with Dr. Agulos, to alleviate the plight of affected families. We now hear an update from Police